I hooked up with this company called Iris Sport. They're kind of a social media marketing consulting business. And I asked them, hey, would there be any way you could get me the top 10 posts on social media from week one of Wimbledon when it comes to engagement? And they're able to do that with their data and their analytics. And they sent me the top 10 posts in order of number of engagements. So let's go through them. Here we go. Top 10 posts from week one, Wimbledon 2021. This first one is the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. That would be Jamie Murray serving. Good choice. Side courts, watching a little dubs. I like it for the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, but I got to be honest with you guys. And I don't think I'll offend anyone when I say this. I know nothing about the royal family. I have never, ever cared. And I had no idea who the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge was. I did not even know that she was a princess. I thought that it might have been two people. I thought we might be talking about, I don't know if we're talking about the House of Lords, if we're talking about the Parliament. I don't even know. I didn't even know it was someone in the royal family. I know absolutely nothing. I'm completely clueless. But you see at the end of the caption, she says, unbiased prediction to win it, Andy Murray and Emma Raducanu. And I got to say, that was a pretty decent prediction on the WTA side, right? You got yourself a round of 16 kind of upset pick right there. So got to give it to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. All right. Next one is from Sania Mirza, the fantastic Indian doubles player who has this adorable post with this little kid holding a Spider-Man in a stroller. Round one, smiles. That must be her biggest fan right there. She must have a lot of fans and followers because, I mean, while that kid is adorable, I mean, for it to have as many engagements as it had, let's see, 169,000 interactions. So Sania Mirza must have a lot of fans. Next one is Andy Murray. We know he has a lot of fans. No doubt about that. And that is after his first round match. Little bit of a celebratory post there. Round one, love this sport, heart this sport. And you got to love that because it's so clear that he's out there for the love of the game at this point because he's struggling to contend or to find the form that he was once in. So, hey, I mean, look at like what Venus is doing on the women's side. If you love this lifestyle, and I'm not saying there's no way he can ever win again, but if you love this lifestyle, keep doing it. And that's what Andy's doing. I certainly want to continue to watch him play and put his skills to the test. I certainly want to see it. All right, this next one is more representation from the great country of India. It is the actor Ron Vijay. I am not aware of his work. I am not familiar. I can't offer my opinion, but he says nothing like watching live sport. Hashtag Medvedev versus hashtag Alcaraz. What do we have here? Next one is another post from India because it is from the cricket team, I believe, the Royal Challengers of Bangalore. Did you know A.B. de Villiers was extremely good at tennis in his growing up days, and occasionally he was national #1 player in his age group? Wimbledon is probably where A.B. would be today if he continued to be tennis. It might be Villiers or Villiers, I'm not sure, but A.B. with a little bit of a reverse Ash Barty. Cricket to tennis, or excuse me, tennis to cricket, where Ash is with the cricket to tennis, or really the tennis to cricket and back to tennis. But, look, hand-eye coordination is hand-eye coordination, period. Now, the cricket bat is a little bit smaller than the tennis racket, but at the end of the day, you got to hit it in the sweet spot anyway. So it's really the same thing. And I'm sure a lot of these tennis players would make very good cricketers. One of my old tennis coaches actually would always get on me about how easy baseball is and how cricket is the sport of truth. His name was Harmon. Next one is from Novak Djokovic. And this one's from Facebook. It's not a very exciting post. This is the only one from Facebook. And the rest are from Instagram. And it just kind of shows me how I'm not very smart, that I spend all my time on Twitter. But that's kind of the social media platform that personally I enjoy. And would I grow my channel if I focused more on Instagram and Facebook? Yes. But it's just, you know, it's not the life decision I make. I have like 75 or more follow requests on Instagram that I have not accepted because I like to keep that personal. So no offense to anyone out there. If I have not accepted your Instagram follow request, I usually only accept people who I know. Maybe that'll change. It'll probably change. I will probably open up my Instagram to the public at some point. But now is not the time. All right, back to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. We have a video here, and apparently we're playing some kind of game with the reflexes and the tennis ball. How fast are your reactions? This looks pretty fun. It really does. I would play this. No offense, but she looks average. Average. Although I shouldn't talk unless I try it. But okay. It's an interesting post. I mean, I'd say it was pretty entertaining. And now we're getting up there in like the 400K range. So this next post that had 275,000 interactions. This next post had 419,000 interactions. And Novak again. Novak Djokovic channeling the wolf. Hashtag Wimbledon. This was absolutely hilarious. What Novak was. Novak gave the on-court interview with the BBC and talked about his childhood connection to wolves. And then the funny thing about this is he did this entire media tour now about his connection with wolves because he was so damn dominant in the match that nobody was going to ask him about the actual match itself. But he gives this really interesting answer about hanging out with wolves when he was a kid. So now he goes to the ESPN interview and they talk about wolves, and he goes to Tennis Channel and he does the interview with them and he talks about wolves. He does a full-on media tour about wolves. So completely understandable that was such a popular post because the wolf thing, I got to say, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. This next one is from someone who also I hadn't heard of. I had to look her up because, you know, pop really isn't my genre. I'm more of a hip-hop, R&B, or like 70s, 80s, 90s rock. I'm not a pop person, but Anne Marie went to Wimbledon. She said, "I screamed so much at Wimbledon yesterday. I'm so sorry for everyone around me. I really forgot how competitive I am." And a couple of nice pics in here. She wears the white. Respect for that. Wearing the white, but then she comes in with the pink hair. And I can't imagine there were a lot of people at the All England Club that day with the pink hair, but she looks like a great time. I mean, she looks like someone I would want to watch tennis with. She's got the Pimm's Cup. She's got the pink hair. She's screaming her head off. I mean, yeah. And then I went to check out her music. I did. I went on YouTube and I looked her up, and I got to say, I was pretty impressed. I kind of liked it. She did a great job on that hook that she did on the Rockabye by Clean Bandit featuring Sean Paul. Excellent, very catchy hook she did on that song. And then I listened to 2002, another good groove, quite the bop. Our number one social media post from week one at Wimbledon was from the dude who was just all over this top 10, killing it on social media. And in all honesty, he's been on social a ton this week. And I don't know if that he's feeling loose. He's feeling comfortable in his own skin. He wants to interact with the fans. He's drawing energy from his fans. But Novak Djokovic, once again, the Spider-Man meme with his patented grass court slide, this absurd flexibility. Like, what the heck is that position? And how does one enter that realm of flexibility? I don't know. But this post had 636,000 interactions. 3 million people were reached by this Instagram post by Novak Djokovic. And then it got memed, and Coco Gauff did her own iteration of it. But I mean, this is the most entertaining thing about watching Novak play, in my opinion, is watching the agile defense. There's just nothing like it in the sport. And he is like Spider-Man, and he is all over. He has 3 posts in the top 10. Andy Murray had 2. So look, so much for the unloved narrative for Djokovic. I don't like that word. It's completely inaccurate. Novak is very, very loved all around the world. He is polarizing in certain regions, which means that he elicits responses where some people don't like him. He is more polarizing in the mainstream, but he is extraordinarily loved, and he dominates the top 10 here. How about that? So another thank you to my friend at Irish Sport for compiling this data for me. I had fun going through these posts. And as for the tennis content, make sure, if you haven't seen my quarterfinal, my gentleman's quarterfinal preview, it is up right now. So check that out if you haven't seen it. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.